I now understand your situation, Alan. Even in the animal world, there are pedigree certificates. My father is an administrative vice minister. Huh?
Trouble Busters!
Come out, the most handsome version of myself. Shooba-dooba Manhattan, swish! My name is Alan. I'm a fortunate boy who's about to go announce our marriage to Sherry's family right now. Fortune. That's right. I used to be fortunate. Just until earlier. I was raised by a single father, and... I see. I now understand your situation, Alan. I always think about what blood relative means. Huh. Even in the animal world, there are pedigree certificates.
And we feel like it goes the same for humans. Hey, what are you guys even talking about? We're here to announce our marriage. Oh, it's just interesting.
I'd like to meet your father once, but would you be able to ask him to be here? Their eyes are not smiling. Then, since he came to the area with me, I can perhaps try to see if he can come back out here.
Oh, how exciting.
He says he'll be here in no time. Then let's just chat for a bit until your father gets here. Oh, okay, of course. According to statistical data, citizens who lived under a special circumstance have a higher likelihood of being in debt compared to general citizens, or there is a higher chance of becoming in debt in the future.
Dad?
It's okay, Sherry. To add, there is a tendency for them to become addicted to gambling.
Interesting data, don't you think?
Cut it out, both of you.
Sherry, we're only speaking of statistical data.
But you don't have to be talking about that right now.
Oh, Sherry. Sir, ma'am, will you please give me your daughter for the rest of her life? I promise I'll always make her smile.
Oh, Alan.
Is there evidence that we should trust your words? Well, I don't have it, but I'm more confident than anyone else in the world that I will make Sherry happy.
Subjective confidence only constitutes being overly self-conscious.
No matter what you say, I'm going to make her happy. Your argument has no objective data nor reliability.
Please, Dad, Mom, please give us your blessing. If you want our blessing, you should provide evidence that will tell us that we should give our blessing.
At this point, I'm gonna make them bless our engagement with whatever it takes for the sake of Sherry and my father. I'm not letting them get away with this. Trouble Busters! We are a bureaucratic family, and we have a lot of lawyers, too. We don't have a single person who's a parvenu, and imagine having a connection to a family like ours.
I'm sure you'll face a lot of struggles.
I'm saying this for your sake. I don't think this will be good for you, either. Are you sure about that? My deceased mother had been an administrative director, and my father is an administrative vice minister. Administrative vice minister?
Oh, my. Alan.
Haven't you learned when you were in elementary school that lies are bad? I'm so sorry I'm late. Huh? Dad! Hey, Alan, thanks for waiting.
Oh, you must be Alan's father. Is it okay if we take your business card? That is, only if you have one.
Oh, pardon me. My name is Connor, and I'm the Vice Minister for Foreign Affairs.
Vice Minister? Vice Minister? Is he really a Vice Minister?
Really a Vice Minister? Yes, I am. Dad, here's what's going on. Honey, I need a moment. Don't be so rude to them, okay?
I mean, I didn't think he was telling the truth. Did you know about this?
If I knew, I would have greeted him at our front door. He's indeed the Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs. I've seen him at the Central Ministries a few times.
If you were aware, you should have told me.
I just found out right now, too. We didn't even ask what his father's name was, either.
Oh, we should have asked. Ugh. In that case, is it true that Alan's deceased mother was an administrative director?
That's also true. Mr. Connor's deceased wife is from a bureaucratic family.
What? So does this mean that Alan is from a bureaucratic family too? He's also a thoroughbred child? And to add, he's from a higher noble family, so we couldn't have wished for a better spouse for our child.
Wait a second. Even then, that's not going to be enough to give him blessing to become Sherry's husband. There's a problem about the personality, too.
That's true.
For him to become our beloved only daughter's husband, we can't approve it if he's a half-baked person, right?
You're exactly right. It's a different topic whether he deserves to become our beloved Sherry's husband. We should judge him without regards to what kind of a family he comes from.
That's right. We have so many other things that we should be confirming, too. We're going to decide whether he deserves our daughter or not.
Okay.
I'm so sorry we had to keep you waiting. No problem.
Anyway, I envy you for having such a talented child, sir.
Not at all. He's still learning. Anyway, Peek, we were speaking with your son earlier about this too, but have you ever heard of a statistical data where children who were raised in a special circumstance tend to be in debt? Debt, huh?
Yes, according to the data from the past, the citizens who live in a special circumstance end up in a debt at the chance of 30.4%.
I see. How do you feel about this, Mr. Connor? Well, I think it's just a general idea. General idea? Yes, there's also data examining the debt ratio among citizens classified as wealthy in this country, showing that approximately 44.1% of high-income individuals carry some form of debt. Furthermore, among that 44.1%, the top 8.1% reportedly have debts exceeding $1 million. In most cases, these debts are used for business funding, real estate investment, or investment in their own companies. But that data is about the high-income earners, so wouldn't it be inappropriate to compare?
That's right. We're talking about the debt ratio of the citizens who were raised in a special circumstance.
Yes, that's right. So shall I have you listen to the data that focuses on the general households? Huh? According to the Central Council for Financial Services Information's Public Opinion Survey on Household Financial Behavior for a certain year, the proportion of people with debt is 15.3% among single-person households and 20.4% among households of two or more, totaling 35.7%. No way! That would mean roughly 1 in every 6 to 7 people living alone is in debt, and 1 in every 5 households with 2 or more people carries debt. Based on these figures, it cannot simply be said that people are in debt because of their living circumstances. In fact, if we look at the numbers alone, the group you're referring to actually has a lower rate of debt. What do you think? I had a feeling that it was the case if we looked at it with a broad eye view, right?
Yes, we tend to look at things with a broad view.
However, in that case, there is a theory that the children tend to become addicted to gambling. But what do you think about that? As I mentioned earlier, based on the data, I don't believe there's any realistic causal relationship between living conditions and gambling, as suggested by that theory. It's simply that the more striking image of people from such backgrounds engaging in gambling tends to attract more attention than the general reality.
But wouldn't it also affect things like higher education rates? After all, people from well-off, stable families are more likely to go on to higher education.
That follows the same principle I mentioned earlier.
What do you mean?
It's just that those more memorable, striking narratives stick in people's minds, leading to preconceived notions like if you grow up in a difficult environment without real evidence.
What are you talking about? In our case, precisely because we have such a comfortable home environment, our child was able to attend a top university.
If that's the case, then consider this. My wife passed away early, yet my son still managed to get into a national university on his first attempt and graduate with distinction.
Oh.
In fact, while the overall college enrollment rate for children across all households is 54.9%, the rates for children raised in so-called special circumstances are 66.5% and 57.9% respectively. There isn't much difference. In fact, the reality is that their enrollment rates are even higher.
Oh.
Yeah, however, there is data showing that people raised outside of typical family environments are 5 times more likely to go astray than those from ordinary households.
That may partly be due to environmental factors, but in most cases, isn't it a matter of individual character? For example, someone I know lost his father at a young age, yet he went on to pass the bar exam, become a lawyer, and now serves as legal counsel for a well-known major corporation. And besides, you can't say that elites never go astray either. Interestingly, there is data on that as well.
What?
There's even a theory that what harms society more than obvious villains are uncritical high achievers. These uncritical high performers, so-called elites, often focus solely on achieving the goals set before them, blindly pursuing success based on metrics like scores, profits, and sales. In doing so, they may disregard the means entirely. Because they lack the ability to critically reflect on their own actions, this uncritical mindset can lead to serious problems. In other words, regardless of one's background or circumstances, the possibility of something going wrong exists equally for everyone. I hate to boast repeatedly, but as you can see, my son followed in my footsteps and became a national public servant. Of course, both of you, as Sherry's parents, are already aware of this, aren't you? I just got carried away in conversation and mentioned it as a point of interest. My apologies.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but it's nice to talk about the general topics, right?
Yes, that was such a productive conversation, as expected from the father of Alan, whom Sherry has chosen. I'm impressed that you can have such an exciting conversation with us.
I'm very excited to talk to the two of you, too. Anyway, all the concerns have been wiped out at this point, so Alan and Sherry get to marry each other now, right? I'm looking forward to our new family relationship.
No, we're the ones to look forward to. Oh! Yikes, that was close. He almost naturally got us there.
Oh, he's such a scary person. He easily turned the tables around to bring us into his territory.
But for the sake of Sherry's happiness, we can't give blessing to them too easily. However, this is what I think, Mr. Connor.
Yes?
Since you are an administrative vice minister, one might wonder whether everything your son has achieved is truly due to his own ability.
What do you mean by that?
In other words, one can't help but suspect that the power of money may have played a role. Such questionable thoughts naturally arise.
That's enough. How dare you even say that? Alan is always sincere and hardworking. Even if he fails, he'd never do anything wrong. He's an amazing person. And yet, why do you keep saying these things? Is that how badly you don't want me to become happy?
That's not it. We want you to become happy, so that's why we're being stern about judging whether he's the right man for you.
That's right. You, out of all people, should know that we wish for your happiness more than anyone else.
Then why can't you approve of Alan, the man that I chose? Why is it that you're trying not to approve of him? or to even understand him.
We're having this gathering right now just so we can understand him.
To you, it may sound that we're throwing all the harsh questions, but we're doing all this for your sake.
If you really care for my sake, you should bless us.
We can't do that too easily. This moment will decide your future.
It sounds nice when we say bureaucracy, but if he was someone who used a dirty money of his father to achieve that position, he doesn't deserve you.
But I am telling you that Alan isn't the type of person who would do anything like that. Why do you keep coming up with these dirty assumptions? You two are acting really strange today. Why can't you act the way you normally do?
Well, of course, it's because we cherish you.
Yes, that's why we can only approve of someone who's achieved bureaucracy with his own effort.
I told you that it is.
You never know the truth. You've also been using my connections and money, too.
What?
Honey!
Oh!
What does that even mean? Tell me.
Oh,
Tell me!
We didn't have any malicious intentions. I want you to understand that, okay? Both of us just wanted you to have a seamless life.
What did you do? What did the two of you do to my life?
It's nothing. Just so you can get into college with one try, I gave a little extra donation to the school's director. And just so you can get into the company of your first choice, I just took the CEO to a nice restaurant and...
Unbelievable. Why did you do that without even talking to me? I never asked you to do any of that.
Even if you never asked, we want you to become happy, so we were willing to do anything it took.
This is ridiculous. Even if I get to do what I want using dirty money, I'm not happy at all.
You just don't understand. One day you'll surely appreciate what we did, okay?
That's right. Or else you wouldn't have become the director at your first choice major company that you wanted to work at.
What do you mean by that?
Honey!
Oh.
So, even my promotion was because of what you did behind my back? If only I didn't get in using such a dirty method, there would have been someone else who put in the well-deserved effort who could have gotten the job. This is absolutely terrible. I am truly disappointed in both of you.
Wait, Sherry! We did all of this for your sake!
That's right. This time, too. We truly want you to become happy.
And yet, we ended up making you feel this way.
We're truly sorry.
Are you sure you're really sorry?
Of course!
Okay, then I'll forgive the two of you, just this time. But there will be no next time.
Yeah, we won't make the same mistake again.
We'll only think about your happiness.
Then what about my marriage with Alan?
We give you the blessing.
Really?
Of course, marrying Alan will become your happiness. And if that's how badly you insist, we'll support it as your parents.
Because we want you to be happy.
That's right. As a token of apology, please let us handle the booking of the wedding venue.
Yes, we'd love to do that.
No, I would feel bad to make the two of you do that.
It's okay. We want to do this as a token of apology, right, honey?
We won't forgive you unless you make Sherry happier than anyone else.
Yes, of course. In that case, let's go ahead and decide on the date of our wedding and the venue right now. Where do you want to do it, Sherry?
There's a place I've decided I want my wedding to be held at, and that's...
Oh, that was so close. Our beloved Sherry almost ended up hating us. You look beautiful, Sherry.
Alan, you look good too.
All right, both of you. I wish I could give you time right now, but the ceremony is about to start. You're right.
Let's go, Alan.
We had no choice but to give them blessing.
At least she's marrying into a rich family.
Yeah, maybe this was okay.
Even if you say that, we can't help you, sir.
Huh?
This was something that the higher-ups have decided last minute. We don't have the authority to switch the person who's using the venue on the day of.
Then get me someone from that higher up! My son was the one who was supposed to have a wedding here today!
I wonder if there was an accident. Is that?
Don't tell me.
Oh, yes, it is!
Is everything okay over here?
Huh?
You don't have to be so kind. Well, my son was supposed to have a wedding today at this time of the day, but for some reason the venue reached out not too long ago to tell us that our wedding had been cancelled.
I'm sorry to hear that. Huh?
Did you say that you were supposed to have a wedding today at this time of day? Dad? Mom?
Yikes!
Hey, don't tell me that the booking of this venue was… We didn't do anything!
Right, honey? We have nothing to do with it, right?
That's right, we never used the power of money to forcibly take the booking away from another couple. Hey, I never asked if you used the power of money to forcefully take the booking away from another couple. Unbelievable! Why'd you do this? I forgave you only because you seemed to be truly sorry when we announced our marriage, but you haven't changed at all.
No, Sherry, you were the one who said you wanted to have your wedding here.
I did, but did I ever ask you to book this venue by ruining someone else's wedding? I don't think I did. But today is the best day to get married, according to fortune telling. For the sake of making this day the best day in your life, we wanted to make sure you get married today. So, do you not care about the happiness of other people if it was for that sake?
How dare you ruin our wedding!
Oh, goodness.
You both need to calm down a little. I'm sure we can talk through this.
No, never. I really despise the two of you for forcing your ways through with everything by using the power of money.
Let me tell you that you've been receiving all the benefits because of the things that we've done for you, even if you despise us for it.
What? That's right. It was all thanks to your father's connection and money. Matthew, your first boyfriend. You said you liked him, so that's why we gave him money to beg him to date you. And because of that, you were able to be in a relationship with him. Did you really do that? Then, do I get praised at work because of the two of you?
Huh?
I've been able to secure a major $10 million contract at work. But was that also something that the two of you planted?
No.
Did I become the top performing sales rep at work because of the two of you?
Sherry? We really have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't believe what you tell me. I am going to live on my own from now on. Let's go, Alan. Mr. Connor.
Okay. Then we can perhaps look for a different venue that's available.
Please wait, Sherry.
This time, we really didn't do those things. I don't want to hear any more lies. And don't expect to ever see my face again.
Oh no, Sherry! Oh, Sherry!
Afterward, Sherry truly never went to see her parents again, just as she had declared. In letting their emotions get the better of them, thinking it was for their daughter's sake, her parents ended up losing what they valued most. Now, in their vast mansion, they reportedly live in lonely regret, mourning the loss of their daughter and reflecting on all that they had done.
Sherry secured the $10 million contract, praised by the people at her workplace, and became the top performing sales rep, all because of her own talent.
As for me and Sherry, we booked a different venue on a later day, and we had a successful wedding. I'm so happy for the two of you, Alan. Sherry! Dad, thanks for everything all along.
Alan, your face.
I'm the happiest man on earth right now. Trouble Busters.